everybody, welcome back to Jimmo Par 4. I know it's been a while since I've done a video. In 2020, it was a pretty rough year. But with the new vaccine shots out there today, or at least protecting yourself, I hope you're doing the right thing. I'm standing next to two Harley Davidsons. This one here is my 2020 Iron 883. This was my first motorcycle that I ever purchased. And I still quite enjoy it very much, but unfortunately, it's not meeting up to my standards that I need. I was needing something with a bigger gas tank, something that I can have a little bit more comfort to it and I can enjoy for the longer ride. Anybody who knows about these Iron 883s, they know for a fact that they're not great for a long distance ride, but they are good for at least a short distance. Now the Iron 883 is definitely a great bike to start off with. It is light, it's nimble, and it's perfect for one person to take a little ride on. It's got a tuck tight kind of seat. That means you can't have anybody on the back. And if you want to have anything to haul, well, you just want to put a backpack or do what I do, get like a highway peg bar on the back of it and then just put a backpack strapped to it. But that's not some of the features I wanted to add to it. One of the things I am going to do to this bike is definitely add some new mirrors to it and also put in LED light systems on the very front of it. I'm surprised being a teen Iron 883, I'm surprised at the fact that they didn't actually put any kind of LEDs headlight systems, but everything else is actually all LED style. Never could figure that part out. But overall, it's just a fantastic bike to start off with. Yes, I would highly recommend it. But let's go to the meat and potatoes. What is underneath this cover? And if you've been on my Instagram or even on my Facebook page, you're still trying to figure out what is underneath this cover. So without further ado, let's check it out. This here is a 2000 Road King, and I actually purchased this for a reasonable price right on here and finally got me the motorcycle of my dreams. I've always been a huge fan of the Road Kings, and I've actually been on multiple different motorcycles and I have been test riding a lot of them. Road King ended up being one of my most favorite motorcycles out of everybody. It's got everything I've always dreamed of and then more. One, it's already got the windshield. Or, well, I want the kind of the bug stops backing the heck out of me, and also all the gravel. Kind of hurts after a while, but some people are old school and they don't mind it. Secondly, I love that it's got the bigger gas tank. This holds 5 gallons of gas right here. That means I can go over 250 miles and then more. But I'm going to check in with Harley Davison and make sure it's always on top shelf. On top of that, saddlebags. And these are not just any kind of saddlebag. These are the hard plastic ones, and they are the manufacturers right on here. Now the engine that is pushing underneath. Now the engine that I have on here is a twin cam 88 engine with a 5-speed. Now a lot of people are actually starting to go right towards it, and this is what everybody's starting to choose on the world of the Harleys, thing else. And so here's some of the features that we are definitely going to be looking at into the near future. We're going to be putting onto the bike, and this is the cosmetical stuff that I've noticed. Now the thing I love about this bike, it came from 2 generations. The father bought it brand new when it first came out back in 2000, and he kept it for over 3 years. Now he's long gone from us and everything, and I hope he had a wonderful time with this bike. But his son ended up taking purchase of this bike and enjoyed it for the last 19 years of it. Now it's in my purchase of hands from all the way from North Carolina. where I picked this bike up, and I rode over 250 miles on this bike, and it was a quite enjoyable ride here. Now, he says he was done riding with it for a while. Said he just lost the passion of it. I'm not going to respect that. And I figured somebody like me would actually get quite a bit of enjoyment out of it. But there are some flaws that he definitely took lack care of. One, on the grips right here, he put duct tape on it. Who's ever heard of electric tape being wrapped around on a grip? So I'm definitely going to get those replaced. So is some of my switches here, and also I got already picked up from Harley Davison. It was the actual bushings on the handlebars, because, well, moving it up and down is not one of the safest things you want to have on here. One of the other things I want to make sure about is I want to check about the brakes on this. He said he did replace the new brakes on it. He did put a new battery on it, and the tires are actually brand new also. So at least there was some features that he did actually add on here, and it made it quite safe for me to ride. So far, I have loved the bike. I have been riding it for almost a solid week or so, maybe less, but I've been kind of enjoying the whole thing. Now on this Road King right here, this one actually has the carbureted. Now the classics, they all had actual fuel injections on this one, so I actually prefer the actual carbureted on here. Also, another thing I have to get replaced on here is going to be the heel clutch right here, pedal. That actually already came off, and so I need to actually get that fully replaced. Also, I'm going to check about the tensioner, make sure that it's not right. They said that you shouldn't be able to wiggle as much, but I'm going to retighten that up, but that's going to be on a separate video right here. So these are my two awesome motorcycles I've always had a passion for. One, my first motorcycle, and now two, I got my Road King I've always dreamed of. Now if you like watching things like this, and if you want to check out more stuff, check it out, and also hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Leave a comment what you think about this new bike that I purchased out. And also, I got some new stuff getting ready to add on here, and we're going to put those on the near future. Also behind me, you know I got the Dodge Ram still, and I got some really cool stuff I need to add on here. So stay tuned for that one also. But until then, ride safe or drive safe, and I will see you on the next video.